Hey everybody, this is Gearhead. Well, we've been working on the 35 and I've got a few things accomplished. Uh, Still a work in progress, but right here, what you're looking at right here is most of the work, other than I put shocks on it. But I had to put a new steering column in it because when you got down here to these joints right here, they had a couple of the joints weren't right. These are square D, and they had a square D and a spline on a square D. And one day I was out in the driveway and it was actually down on the bottom one. See, that's square D to spline, to 5/8 spline down there for uh, the rack and pinion. Well, they had a square D on a spline and they had one up here was wrong. And I got out in the driveway and the thing slipped and you could sit there and turn the wheel and the tires wouldn't turn. So I had to replace all that. The steering, now I put the same steering column back in it because that's a good setup right there. And I put a new intermediate shaft, a square D with all new joints and all that, and she works really good now. Then I went out to Red's Headers. Let me see if I can get you a picture of it. I went to Red's Headers. I got online. And this Y block, if you look right here, there's no way that you can get that right there back there. But the great thing about a Y block is you can turn the headers backwards. So I turned the headers backwards. Then I made that bottom pipe out of 2-inch and welded it all up and got the curve where it's supposed to be right. So I had Jay over here, and Jay can put the necessary, he can put a joint on it right there where I can take the exhaust off right there. And I'm going to run it out to side underneath the running board. And I've got chrome exhaust tips and I'm going to bring it out right there. And I got Smitty mufflers and, all that kind of stuff. So then the next thing I did was this radiator. I made a bracket and I bolted it onto the frame and got the radiator lowered down because before the radiator was bolted to the grill shell, and it just makes the grill too heavy and the grill doesn't want to do what it needs to do. So they look really good. Sorry about that, the phone, I hit a wrong button or something. But anyways, they look really good. Oh, and the other thing I did too was I bought a 15-inch fan because I think the other fan was like a 17 or an 18, and I put new hoses on, and that other fan was hitting the hose because this radiator was higher up, or no, it was lower. Okay, I'm sorry. It was lower, and I raised it up a little bit. So I got me a new 15-inch fan. I got it from Summit. I got the headers from Reds. And then I bought when we go to the back here, I'm going to show you, I put the shocks on. I put 1-inch lowering blocks on it. I had 2-inch, but it set too low. The tires were rubbing the fender on the one side because as you get, if you start looking at these fenders, the passenger side over here, that's a true coupe fender. See, it sticks out right here. It sticks out way wider to the point where this crease or seam is right there. It's a up. So when you come over here, you can see the difference. See, the seam is right there. It's a lot closer. This is a sedan fender. The other one's a true coupe fender. If there's anybody out there that's got a true coupe fender, get a hold of me in the comments or whatever. I'll give you my phone number. But anyways, I put a lowering blocks on it, 1-inch, and I put the shocks on it, and it turned out really good because now when I go across a bump, it don't sit there and go up and down, up and down, up and down. So, but anyways, let me get set up here for the underneath, and then I'll resume this video here, okay? All right. So anyways, this is the work I did under the car. I put new U-bolts on. I got those 1-inch spacer blocks on it. And then I hooked the shocks up. Now I drilled holes all the way through that spring bracket where the spring hooks on. I've got some grade 8 10-inch bolts I'm gonna run all the way through, and you can see there where I got the other hole drilled. So I'm gonna run those through. That way the whole bracket is holding that shock. But anyways, all that come from Speedway, and it really did. They fit perfect. Now I did have 2-inch blocks. If I can come up with another fender, another coupe fender, a nice one, then I can put the 2-inch lowering blocks on it and bring it right on down some more. But as it stands right now, you know, this is good enough. I'm either going to get a sedan fender or another coupe fender. But you can see on the other side, I did the same thing over there. And there's the old 8-inch. I think it's an 8-inch. I'm not sure. You know, but you can see the quality of the work underneath here. This thing, that's the fuel cell right there. But this thing, it's got nice floors. This is original trunk back here too. I thought he replaced, but all this back in here, this body, this is all original trunk. Now he replaced the floors and all, but you know, all this up in here, that's all original trunk right there. So, original braces, all that stuff. You can even see the X brace there. That's original X brace. So, the frame is really nice on this car. You know, you can look at all, now you can see where he put the floors in. You know, but he did a nice job on this car. It's a nice original frame. I mean, it's been cut up a little bit, but you got to do that for a hot rod. But this car is nice. It's flat out. I like this car. But anyways, you can see where the original floor is and where he added the new floors. Right there. So anyways, that's it for now. I thought I'd do an update just to let you know. I'll try to do some I don't know if I'm going to do slideshow or not. I might this might be it for now. Just to let you know. And then as soon as I get done with this deck that I've been working on since May, which it took 2 guys a month to build it, and it's me just by myself, so I got to rebuild the thing. So I'm working on that right now, but as it goes, I'm going to be back on this car pretty soon. So anyways, you guys have a good one. I thought I'd do something for you. Just to let you know that this car is being worked on and it is progressing. All right. So have a good one. Subscribe if you would, please, and hit the bell because it helps. Anyways, here's the deck. This is what I've been doing. We had to tear all this out that's new for the tree, to cut the tree down, and then I had to put the walls back up, and I put those back up, and I had to do all that work right there on that rail and just everything. Now I got to replace all the decking. I've got Trex decking for it, but I got to do all that decking. But she turned out real good so far. I mean, I've been working on it as much as I can. And so anyways, this is what's consuming all my time, is all this rigmarole. So anyways, all right, thanks, bye. So anyways, here's the progress of the deck. We got the Trex on it. We got it all the way up here to the steps. And all that overhang right there, that's all done. So now I'm ready to go up on top. I'm ready to go. And this will be the easy part because the rest of it was tough. It was hard. Really, really hard. But you know what? It's going to be worth it in the end because it's nice looking. It's flat out. Way better than what it was with that big tree there. Which is the mistake of the century. Never build a deck around a big tree because a big tree is going to take the deck up to the sky. And then you got to redo it all. So, but anyways, this is it. So please subscribe. Thank you for you know, not undoing your subscriptions. I had one guy that left. I don't know, he probably got sick of waiting on a video. But anyways, I appreciate it, and have a good one.